So let's start with the world's most famous operating system, that is Windows operating system. As you can see, I'm running Windows 8.1 here. I am running this Windows copy in VirtualBox because I don't use Windows as my operating system at all. I am just using this preview copy to make this demonstration or this video tutorial. Right, so let's get started. This is a file explorer. It comes by default in Windows, so click on it, and this is the home view. So as you can see, there are some folders where you can keep some user files, right? And this is your hard disk where all the files are stored, right? So we are going to create a new folder inside this folder, and we are going to name it as docs. Okay, it is already created, so we are going to replace it. Okay, now it is having this one file present already, and let's not talk about it. Now press Windows R and write Notepad, and this is a default text editor which comes by default in Windows. Now you can start writing here. As soon as you are done writing, you can go to this file menu and press save. Now here you can select the destination folder in which you want to save this file. So you can go to this PC, and this is the same view which we were getting when we opened this file explorer. So we can navigate to the folder we have created earlier, local disk, docs, and we are going to name this file as second.txt and save. So as you can see, this file has been saved. Now let's close this dialog. Okay, now let's get back to that file again. Go to File Explorer, and as you can see that this file is already present now. Now you can double click on it, and bam, you can get to the text which you have saved, right? So that is all about how you can use the default text editor to to write programs and save those files. Now we are going to install Java so that you can write program and execute these programs using Java language. So open browser and Google search install Java Java SE downloads, and so press this button. Accept the license and download the exe files. As we are using x64 processor, I mean it's a 64-bit processor, we are going to download this edition. Most of the processors that are there in the market are 64-bit processors, so most probably your machine is also having 64-bit processors, so you can download this exe files. So click on it and press this save, and it is going to download the file. As you can see that it is progressing. So let me just pause for a while, and it is going to take a while. So as you can see that the software has been downloaded. Press run and approve the installation process, and we have to wait for some time. Let's minimize this, and as you can see that the installer has already begun. Okay, welcome to installation wizard, and press next. And we are back. So as you can see that Java has been installed successfully on this machine, and we can just close this installer and press Windows R and write CMD. Right. So this is the command prompt. I will be telling you more about command prompts in my later videos, so please subscribe to my channel. And for now, let's navigate to the docs folder we have created earlier. So to change directory, we have this command cd, that is change directory. Now the path was c:/docs, and if you are going to press tab after writing some initial letters of the folder, it will auto suggest. Like if I'm going to write do and I'm going to press tab, it is going to auto suggest or auto complete if folder with that kind of initial letters pattern is present in this particular directory. So as docs the spelling of our folder, and I am going to press tab, it is going to autocomplete. So on pressing this tab, docs is auto completed, and press enter. Now to list the content of the file, you have this command, that is dir directory. Press enter. Now as you can see that there are two files here, first.txt and second.txt, right? So these are the files. So that is how we navigate around files using command prompts. Now command prompts are basically necessary for you to compile Java programs, as we have installed Java and we need a mechanism to compile our files. Compilation is a process of converting your raw text files into binary softwares using some kind of executable or binaries, and in our case that particular binary is Java software programming language. So if now we have to test that whether Java is present on our system or not, we are going to write Java and press enter, and as you can see this scroll, so it means that Java is present on our system and our system can find the Java executable binary. Okay, now to compile some files from text file to Java binary code, that is known as bytecode in Java, we use program Java C, that is Java compiler. So let's test that Java C is present on our systems or not. It is not yet present. Now to compile and run actual Java programs using Java software, we need Java C, that is Java compiler. It's a binary included in JDK, which we have just installed on our system to convert raw text file to Java bytecode, that is going to be run on Java virtual machine. I will be talking more about Java virtual machines in my later video, so please subscribe to this channel. Now let's test that whether Java C is present or not on the system. The system is unable to find Java C. The problem is that on Windows we have to do some path setting. Path setting is all about making the system aware that where it has to find the files. Now the system is unable to find this Java C binary, but we know that we have installed the software and this Java C binary is already included in that particular installation, right? So all we have to do is to make some setting to make our system aware that where this Java C is located, so that when we are going to run it, it is going to find and and it is going to do its duty. So let's make that particular setting. Now here are some instructions of how you can set this path so that your system can find Javac binary. It is, it is right there. Here is the URL which you can navigate directly to find more about how you can set all of those paths in Windows. So let me just show you how to do it. Okay, so go to File Explorer, click on this PC, Properties, then Advanced System Settings, and then click on Environment Variables and click New. Now you have to create the setting. Now write the variable name as path. Let me see, and in all caps you have to write path, and then to find Java path you can navigate to Program Files, Java, JTK, bin, and then if you are going to scroll down, here is that particular binary Javac which we are trying to run earlier. So this is the particular folder. Click inside this text view and press Ctrl C to copy it and switch back to that particular dialog and paste using Ctrl V and press OK. OK, and press OK one more time. Now if everything went well, Javac would be present on the system. Let's check it now. Javac, and it is not yet present, and let me just close it and reopen it, CMD, and let me see Javac, and as you can see that there's a scroll and our system is able to find Javac binary, right? So we are going to write a test program to see that is our development machine ready for some serious Java development. Press Windows R, write Notepad, open this file. Now write class. We are going to write a small Java program. It won't do anything, it will just print hello world inside the console. This is the console, right? You can call it command prompt or console, either ways. Both terminologies are okay. So we are going to write a simple hello world program. Class hello, public static void main. If you don't know Java as of now, please don't worry. We are going to talk more about Java and how you can get started in my later videos. It is just to show you that we have installed Java successfully and your machine is ready for Java development. And system. Now we have written our small hello world program. Let's save this file into that same docs directory and save it as hello.java. Now to mark some program as Java compatible programs, you need to replace that .txt file extension with .java file extension, because Javac take .java files as input, right? So we are going to name our file as hello.java and save as all files. So it's not a txt file, it will be a .java file, and press save. Okay, now switch back to the command prompt and again navigate to our docs directory, and as you can see that our program is there, hello.java, and we are going to compile it using our javac binary, javac hello, and I press tab to auto complete it, right, and press enter. As you can see that it hasn't produced any kind of error or warning, so our program is successfully compiled. And let me just open that particular folder. As you can see that hello.class is present in our docs folder. So javac binary has created bytecode for our program. Now we can run it using java binary, java space hello. Now again I am going to press tab. It is going to write .class, which you have to delete. Otherwise you can try writing hello on your own and press enter. And as you can see that our program has produced the output hello world. So we have successfully created a simple hello world program in Java. So now we can say that our Windows machine is ready for some serious Java development. And with that, our Windows tutorial is done, and let's move on to Linux tutorial.